Hello, my name is Isak Taylor. I'm currently a freshman studying mass communications at SAUE, and today I'm here to talk about profits over pain, Oxycontin's global expansion explained. I'll be talking about something very real and very eye-opening, opioids, but specifically Oxycontin. In the Los Angeles Times article entitled Oxycontin Goes Global, We're Only Just Getting Started, authors Harriet Ryan, Lisa Giroin, and Scott Glover investigate the aggressive global expansion of Oxycontin after its decline in the United States. The article shows how Purdue Pharma and its international partner Mundi Pharma shifted ideas from the U.S. market where Oxycontin prescriptions dropped after lawsuits and backlash. The article argues that this expansion is not simply a business strategy, but a dangerous decision with potentially fatal consequences. By blending logos, ethos, and pathos, the author creates a persuasive warning. Logos dominance through statistics and comparisons, ethos reinforces credibility through experts and history, and pathos appeals to emotion by humanizing the crisis. Together, these rhetoric strategies expose how the pursuit of profit threatens global public health. The most common rhetorical appeal in the article is logos. Throughout the piece, it's apparent they fell on data and logical reasoning. For example, the authors wrote that prescriptions for Oxycontin in the U.S. dropped nearly 40% since 2010, while Mundi Pharma's emerging markets grew revenues by 800% in only 5 years, reaching $600 million annually. The data doesn't just show growth, it reveals a sickening calculated shift when Oxycontin lost its legitimacy in the United States. The company pursued profits abroad. Logos also appears in comparisons between countries with strong restrictions and those with weak oversight. In Europe, regulators track prescriptions, but in other countries, monitoring systems don't exist. The logic sticks out like a sore thumb. If opioids created a mass addiction in the heavily restricted United States, they pose an even larger threat and risk in nations with weaker regulations. Former FDA Commissioner David Kessler warns that Mundi Pharma's tactics resemble the playbook of big tobacco, a powerful comparison because of tobacco's mainstream legacy of false marketing. U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy warned international health officials to be cautious with opioids. The LA Times reinforces readers of Purdue Pharma's legal past. In 2007, the company pleaded guilty to misbranding Oxycontin and paid more than $600 million in fines. With this information being put in this article, it shows that the company has been found guilty of misleading marketing before. The article uses pathos to strategically make the stakes at hand feel personal. For example, during the article, they told the story of Dr. Barry Cole, a physician who once promoted opioids internationally. However, he later expressed regret after watching the damage opioids had done to the United States. During his personal reflection, it's important to notice that even early advocates recognize the harm. The article also highlights Mundi Pharma's advertising campaigns that specifically rely on emotion. In Spain, one ad showed patients chained by pain with a tagline urging them to revolt by using opioids, while targeted to sell drugs. This ad was put in here to expose the manipulation tactic that was used to pursue the people. By calling out marketing appeals to naive patients' emotions, the authors intentionally tried to brew outrage and empathy. Through the types of rhetoric appeal, the LA Times crafts a powerful rhetoric argument against Purdue Pharma's and Mundi Pharma's international expansion of Oxycontin. The common usage of logos throughout the article shows us how dominant logos are through this argument. Statistics and logic prove that the United States opioid crisis could easily repeat globally. Ethos adds authority through expert testimony and historical evidence, while pathos uses personal anecdotes and imagery to highlight the human cost of addiction. Together, the rhetorical strategies used throughout this article warn readers about the pursuit of profit and how it should never outshine the protection of public health. At the end of the day, the article isn't just talking about numbers, lawsuits, or even headlines. Oxycontin also isn't just a regular opioid that failed in the United States, so they're trying to go for an international alternative market. Its distribution is wrapped in economic wealth and manipulation. The distribution of Oxycontin can ripple out and destroy families and can tear apart communities. The same thing that happened in the United States is happening all over again. It's basically history repeating itself. Personally, I think that profit should never come before public health. And we need to look at the bigger picture here, that this distribution is just for profit. No matter, they don't care about who they're destroying, no matter if the community is less unfortunate or not.